you know, this sort of thing. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, me and Wilf can manage the bar this dinner if you just concentrate on doing Buffy for me.
Oh, go on, seeing as it's you. Anybody think you were entertaining royalty?
Come on, Hilda, love, fresh cheese just brewed.
Oh, right. I'm just ready for a cuppa.
Hilda, do you think you could give the bathroom a real good doing for me today?
I always do.
Yes. But I want the place twinkling like a nun's glasses today. So if you could give it a real good going over, you know.
What are you hinting at?
I'm not hinting at anything. I just want the place looking nice. I mean, I've got visitors coming this evening.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's all in, Ada, is it? I wondered why you were tearing all them colour pictures of gracious living out of your magazine. Your landlady friends, eh?
Yes, and they all know what's what. I mean, they've all got their own pubs. I don't want showing up, do I?
Well, if you want my opinion...
I don't.
There's no call to get snappy.
Who's getting snappy? And when you're finished upstairs, you can give the cutlery a going over. See if you can't bring it up a bit.
Yes, well, there's a limit to what you can do with EPNS, you know. I mean, it's different at Mrs. Lowther's. She's got real silver for when there's company. Any road, I'll do the best I can for you. Do you what's paying?
That's the most sensible remark you've made this morning.
Well, you'll not go far wrong with chicken, lovey. And 2 or 3 different sorts of salad, you know.
That one sounds nice, Betty. That one with celery and nuts and all that.
I dare say they'll all crack on me like this fancy food. But on the quiet, they'll be much more at home with fish and chips.
I am not giving them fish and chips, Hilda.
Well, you please yourself, but let's face it. Pub landladies, they're all top show, aren't they? I mean, it's all fur coats and holes in their vests.
Hilda, you're getting very close to the cliff edge now.
Eh? Oh, no. No, I wasn't getting at you. No, I was meaning proper pub landlady.
Just tell him those small-size eggs are no good if he tries it on again. We'll only get the customers grumbling. Well, I'll be with you as soon as Brian gets in. Yeah, he's looking after Nicky this afternoon. Right, I'll see you in a bit.
Hi, love. How's patient today, then?
Oh, he's in better shape than I am, been running around the house all morning. I've given him his dinner and I'll put him to bed for an hour.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I won't go up and disturb him, love, if you're trying to get him off.
Dinner's ready. I've done fish fingers, all right?
Yeah, fine, love.
I've already had mine. As soon as Brian gets in, I'm off.
I wonder why you got your coat on.
Do you want some bread?
No, that's all right, love. Oh, so our Brian's stopping and watching Nicky this afternoon, is it?
Yeah, we arranged it this morning. Said he'd be here by 12:30. Have you seen George today?
No, love. No, I've not seen him this morning. I think he must have been out somewhere with Van.
He's nice, isn't he?
Do you think so?
Yes, I do.
But our Brian don't.
Well, I shouldn't worry what Brian thinks. Anyway, he probably thinks he's all right just because he's a rugby football player. They're all little lads, aren't they? Hi.
Oh,
Your dinner's ready. I'll put it on the table when I'm off. Phyllis is cooking with a full cafe again today.
Hang on a minute, love. Something's cropped up. Jimmy Simpson's been on the blower. You know, owns a dry cleaning farm. He's got van trouble. I've got to get over there.
You said you'd mind Nicky today.
I know what I said, love. Look, but I can't let Jimmy Simpson down. If I do, it's goodbye to all the service that I
But
do.
Brian!
Don't argue, love. I shouldn't even be here now. Just called to tell you I haven't even got time to eat me dinner, so don't start, eh? I'll see you later. Try, Mum.
Oh.
Brian, we made an agreement this morning.
I didn't know this was going to crop up, did
You're
I?
expecting me at the cafe.
And what do you expect me to do, again? Let the garage go bust?
You're just dead selfish, aren't you? I mean, anything to do with that garage, that's sacred, that is. But if it's my job, it just doesn't matter, does it?
You calling me selfish? Now, look. I'm sick of this, and I've not got time to argue.
I want a few more things yet, so you can be serving Mrs. Clayton if she's in a hurry.
Oh, it's okay, Mrs. Ogden. I'm in no rush. I'm only going home again when I finish here. How many people are coming to this do of beds then, Hilda?
Well, only 3 or 4 as far as I can make out. But the way she's carrying on, you'd think it was the biggest thing since the feeding of the 5,000. She wants pearl onions. Oh, and a packet of them little cocktail sticks so folk can get at them.
Oh, sorry, she's out of luck there, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, just have to use their fingers then like human beings.
I tell you, Hilda, this is the way Annie Walker started, from the rumours I've heard. Hey, Martin, are them pies hot that Mavis ordered?
Yeah, they should be. I just won't get them.
Right, better take them.
Hey, Rita, Mavis has been telling me about that holiday you were and Emily Bishop were going on.
Oh, yeah?
Awkward number, isn't it, like 3 of you?
I was thinking that myself.
I bet those 2 will outnumber you. I bet they'll have you going to church. And it's hopeless when you come to, you know, like 3 of you. It's like an infernal triangle, isn't it? What I was thinking was, how about me coming with you?
Oh, well, we might as well go ahead, hire a minibus. I've done with it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, come in.
Ta. I believe your little boy's been poorly. Chicken pox, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Well, it's best really to get these things over with, isn't it? My two both had it when they were little. Anyway, somebody was saying that you can't get to work because you have to look after him. So I thought I'd come and offer, you know, for the afternoon.
You mean mind him for me?
Well, like I say, I thought I'd offer because it's no trouble to me. All I was going to be doing this afternoon was a bit of hand sewing. Matter of fact, I brought it with me, so if you want to leave me with him...
Oh, I'd be ever so grateful, Mrs. Clayton.
Call me Connie.
Thanks, Connie. It's very kind of you. Not that he's a lot of trouble, and it's not as even if he's feeling ill now, but anyway, you know all about chicken pox if your children have had it.
Is he in bed?
No, he's in the kitchen playing with his boat in the sink.
Oh.
Nicky, come here.
Hello, Nicky. Hello? I'm Connie. I'm going to stay with you for the afternoon while your mum goes to work. Well, he doesn't seem to have any strong objections, does he? You get off, love, if you want.
Looks a bit of all right, does that, Betty?
Well, it should do. Been at it all day, practically.
Makes you feel hungry just looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been ravished all afternoon.
Keep your thieving hands off.
It's just the one.
Just keep your hands off.
I'll put it back if you like.
Don't you dare. You've spoilt the look of my plate now.
Hey up, the vultures are over it already. Have you naught to do?
I'll pop it back in.
Helping yourself more like. It's nearly 5:30. Open up, will you? Oh, it looks great, Betty. You really think there'll be enough for you?
For 4 of you? Oh, plenty. We'll be eating leftovers all week, love.
Oh, I don't mind that.
No?
Just as long as everything's all right, you know.
I don't know why you're so bothered. I mean, what's it all in aid of? I mean, all this panic because you're giving Stella Rigby a bit of a feed.
Well, I'll tell you, Betty.
Huh?
Stella and these pals of hers, they're like the jungle drums round all the Newton and Ridley pubs. They go all over the place, in and out of each other's pubs, dropping a little touch of acid here, little gem of gossip there. Well, I don't want them putting it round that I can't lay on a do or run a pub.
I thought they were your friends.
Oh, they are, considering I hardly know them yet.
They don't sound like friends to me. They're the sort that are going to stab you in the back.
Betty, love, if you ask me, they wouldn't waste time going behind my back. They'd just as soon stab me in the front.
I want to see those sparks come out again.
Will you make you a nice cup of tea, love?
Right, well...
Oh, hello.
I've been... Sparks!
Yeah, sparks.
Hello,
See the
love.
sparks? I've been looking after Nicky for Gail, with her being stuck for getting to work.
Oh, I see.
He's been a real good lad, haven't you?
You've been a good lad for your auntie Connie.
Ah, well, he dead lucky, kid. Give me a right little tinker sometimes. Well, if you're back now, Mrs. Tilsley, I'll get off home.
Right, well, I'll tell Gail I've seen you when she gets in tonight.
Right.
Bye-bye, Nicky. See you soon.
Bye, love. Bye, love.
You know my neck, Vera, when I come in and saw her Saturday when I was dropped off.
Seems all right, though, doesn't she? Full of herself, though, I dare say.
Well, I don't know, do I? I mean, I hardly know a woman. And I don't like strangers in my house. I mean, you never know what they get up to. I mean, it could be rooting through your drawers.
Hey, well, I'd know if they'd been rooting through my drawers, kid.
Will you give over here? It's not funny, this. I mean, it were bad enough when Gail brought Hilda in to look after Nicky. But at least we know her.
Oh, right, well, Hilda would have been poking round. Anyway, what have you got that's so interested in, anyway?
Nothing. That's not the point, is it? Gail's out of order. I mean, it's not her house when all's said and done, is it? Is that her? Has she forgotten something?
Hiya.
Oh, hello, George. Come in.
Oh,
How are you, George?
hello, Vera.
Hey, where have you been all day? We'll save the cake for you this after.
I were over in St Helens, delivering like, you know. Got stuck in traffic coming through Eccles, so I popped round to Ivy as soon as I got back.
Well, I was going to make a nice cup of tea. Would you like one?
Oh, if you're making one, aye. Ivy, I was wondering, like,
Hey, don't worry about me, because she tells me everything anyway.
about that night out we talked about. Could we make it tonight?
Oh, well, me and Dave were talking about going to bingo tonight, George.
Oh, to hell with bingo. No, you go out with George.
We could have a bite somewhere. You'll not want any tea, and then we could have a couple of drinks somewhere.
That'd be nice, that, George. It'd make a change.
I'll call for you about 7:30 then. Don't bother about the tea. I've not unloaded the van yet. So, I'll see you later, huh?
OK, John. Kid, I think you cracked it there. Do you know if I want to sit with our Jack, I think I'd be jealous. To tell you the truth, I think I'm jealous anyway.
Hilda, tomorrow morning, you know, when we have a brew, would you mind having a look at my tea leaves for me?
Oh, no. No, I'm sick of you lot making muck.
You're not getting me mucking you, Hilda. I know you've got the gift. Shouldn't tell your fortune, you know, in the leaves.
That's right.
And there's money in it, you know. I keep on at Cooley trying to make him do people's horoscopes. Well, he's always looking at the stars, isn't he? She's always shaking a lot.
Is your cold no better, though?
Not much, no.
Hilda, it's the National on Saturday. And you could see if there's a horse, couldn't you, in tea leaves?
Now, look, I've told you before, you can't prostrate a gift like that. Not for gambling or money-making purposes. It's like I used to tell Stan. You don't get horses in the teacups. Not racehorses, anyhow. Although, mind you, I did see a horse one time.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the very next week, Princess Anne fell off in the middle of her show jumping.
I wish you'd give over chattering on about this holiday we're supposed to be going on to everybody that comes in shop.
I beg your pardon, Rita. I don't do any such thing.
Well, I must say, everybody I meet seems to know all about it. Exactly, and it's not me that's telling them.
Well, sometimes people come in the shop and start talking about the holidays, and then sometimes it just crops up in the course of conversation. Well, possibly then I do mention our plans in those circumstances.
Well, you know old Phyllis works in the cafe. She wanted to know if she could come with us. Oh, she wasn't serious, surely. She was, yeah.
Oh, Rita, that's out of the question. I mean, she'd only show us up. I bet she wears hats with "Kiss Me Quick" on and says "Hello, sailor" to all sorts of men. Well, we don't want anything like that, do we?
Don't we?
No, of course we don't.
The hairdressing saloon is building up quite a good clientele. And Billy's making a name for himself with all sorts of repair jobs. The hard winters being a big help, they do say it's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. I always thought Bill Webster do well down south, you know.
Oh, now, come on, Percy. When Bill was courting Elaine, you told me he'd never do any good.
Oh, I think you must have misheard me there, Kenneth.
Oh, no, I remember it quite distinctly.
Ah, well, he's got our Elaine behind him now, hasn't he? It makes all the difference. Anyway, you don't have to be clever to do well down south, do you? There's lots of North Country lads that stick a 2 short planks, go down there and make $1 million.
That's dangerously close to racialism, Percy. I'm going home before you say something illegal about the Isle of Wight. See ya. Bye. Bye-bye.
Hello, Bet. Here we are, you see. Hi there.
Come on through, come on. Make yourselves comfortable. Come on, girls. You'll be all right, won't you, Elizabeth?
Bet, I've parked right outside. We won't have any trouble with the police, will we?
No, you'll be all right.
Here, who's that lot?
Oh, Bet Lynch's pals. They're all pub landladies.
Parked right outside. Worried about the cops. Didn't know you could get done for being drunk in charge of a broomstick.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, love.
Oh, I'm jiggered. I was stopped all day. Where's Nicky? Gail putting him to bed?
No, I put him to bed. Gail's round at cafe. Just run through to say she'll be another half hour.
What you go back there for? They close at 6.
She's been there since this dinner, Brian. Mrs. Clayton looked after Nicky.
Mrs. Clayton? What's for tea?
Well, I don't know. I haven't had time to make nothing, love. I'm going out.
Oh, blimey, Mum. You know what I've had since breakfast? One flipping sandwich.
That'll be George now. Oh, come in, George. I am ready.
So I see. You look great. Hello, Brian.
Hello. What am I supposed to eat, then?
Well, have a look in kitchen, love. Or perhaps Gail will bring you something back. I don't know, love. I'll see you later.
Don't wait up for her. She might be late.
Flipping marvellous.
Are you having some more, Gatter Stella? Oh, I daren't, love. I have to watch myself like a hawk.
That's the way Jeff watches me, like a hawk, and I'm sick of it.
Who is Jeff, your husband?
My impediment, you mean? I can be having a quiet chat and a laugh across the bar with the customer. Suddenly I feel all the hair on my neck start to prickle, don't I, Shirley? Look round. Sure enough, it's Jeff watching me.
He's pathological about her.
That's one thing I can't stand, you know, jealousy. I mean, to me, it kills all feeling. You know what I mean?
Shirl's right, though. It's pathological, Jeff. If I didn't have these outings with Stella and Shirl, I'd go clinical. I would.
Of course, you see, you have the licence in joint names, don't you? Always a mistake, that. A mistake, is it? A joint licence. Gives your husband big ideas, you see.
They start taking liberties.
you know where you are. They're lying in bed till opening time, standing with the customers, taking pocket money out of the till.
We have none of that at the White Swan, I can tell you. Paul knows. He'd be at that bus stop with his case packed if he tried any of that on with me.
Jeff's getting worse, though. Last night, I'm chatting to Arthur Lewin, a solicitor he is, one of my best customers, and he's getting a bit peckish. So I said to Jeff, don't just stand there dozy, go and make Mr. Lewin a chicken barm cake. Anyway, Arthur's chatting away. He's fascinating on divorce. I look round, there's no sign of this chicken barm cake, and there's Jeff staring at us through a crack in the kitchen door.
Bread knife in his hand.
A bread knife in his hand.
I don't like the sound of that.
Because you've never been married, Bess, have you?
Me? No. Always been lucky and careful.
No, but it's a byword in the licensed trade. Husband being jealous for no reason at all.
No reason at all. I mean, you've got to talk to customers, haven't you?
Of course you have.
Here, listen, why don't we go in the bar and have a few?
Oh, a good idea. Let's go and weigh up the talent.
Talent?
You know, the old trouser leg.
That's all Beryl comes for.
Where have you been till now?
In the cafe. Where do you think I've been?
Till 8:30. You close at 6.
Yes, and then it needs tidying up and getting ready for tomorrow. I let Phyllis and Martin go early. I've got to do my share, Brian. They've been very good this week. Where's Nicky? Is he asleep?
Suppose so.
You looked.
I've not been all on myself, Gail. I've been working all day and I'm hungry. I come home, you're not here, and there's nothing to eat.
Well, you're not exactly helpless, Brian. Where's your mum, anyway?
She's out with that bloke from work. Look, Gail, if I've been working all day, I shouldn't have to come home and start fiddling about in that kitchen.
Well, I've been working all day too, Brian. As a matter of fact, I was hoping there'd be something ready because I've not sat down all day. There's no reason why I should do it all, you know.
Are you getting me something to eat or what?
No. I'm going to see how Nicky is, seeing as you haven't bothered.
Oh, to hell with this for a game of soldiers. I'm like the flaming chippy.
She'll have to keep her chairs at home with this lot.
Do you reckon?
You what? My mother used to warn me about girls like them.
No, they're mad, Beth. It's right, Shirley. You and Belle, the only families get together so that you can look at the talent.
What about you? Every time she comes to my place, she's looking round saying, is Dr. Armitage in tonight? Go and admit it.
I happen to like talking to him. No, he's a highly educated man, Beth. Been all over the world. Top gynecologist.
What about last Christmas? You told him you had something in your eye. Took him under the light so he could get that out with your handkerchief. You were steering him towards the mistletoe.
Don't believe a word of it, Beth.
Oh, it sounds absolutely fascinating. Elizabeth, the girls were just saying how much they enjoyed the buffet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
As I was saying to Shirley as we were arriving, wasn't I, Shirley? I said, don't worry about the food, I said. It's like chip shops. The best ones are often in the back streets. Only Shirley worries, you see, don't
Well, I have to worry. I mean, his stomach's never been the same since we had that bargain break Benidorm.
Oh, but we only ever serve the best in here. Isn't that right, Elizabeth?
Oh, if I've got anything to do with it, we do, yeah.
Well, any time Beth fails to appreciate you, I've always got a job for someone who can turn out good pub grub.
Oh, thank you.
Don't mind me being personal, will you? But you've got to look about your Rhonda Fleming. You know, the film star. You must have seen her. Yankee Pasha, Serpent of the Nile, all them. They made proper films in them days.
I've never heard of her. Have you heard of her, Terry?
No, I can't say I have.
Oh, these youngsters know now, but you and me, we've got discrimination.
What do you mean, you and me? Same age group, is it?
She's a real baby snatcher, is Beryl. Do you remember that trouble with that Boy Scout?
Not a Boy Scout.
Oh, I know they're supposed to be prepared, but no one's prepared for Beryl. Hello, love.
I don't think much of your talent, Bet. You've got nothing in here worth chatting up tonight. It's either too old or half-witted.
Oh, you've caught us on a quiet night, I'm afraid. We get all sorts in here, generally speaking.
Well, no detriment to you, Bet, because after all, you can make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. But I mean, in a little backstreet pub like this, you don't get the cross-section, do you? I mean, take the White Swan. You see, we get people in there from all walks of life. There's architects, businessmen, chartered accountants.
Yes, we get quite a collection in here, I mean.
In the White Swan, you hear every topic under the sun discussed. by experts.
Same in here.
Well, I'm quite sure, for example, we'll romp home in that contest of Newton and Ridley's. You know, the brainiest pub of the year.
Yes, we could do well in that.
Oh, I don't think you could enter the brainiest pub of the year, Bet. Not with the trade you get in the road.
No, but we could. And we are doing. Excuse me, girls. I'll just go and get us more drinkies. Everything all right? Yippee. All right, then?
Yes, smash it.
OK. Smash it.
Well, you're on a good time.
Good time. Listen, pal, this is just like going for a paddle in a shark-infested pond.
Have you eaten then?
Fish and chips at Jackson's.
You didn't bring me any.
Well, I told you I was going. You should have said. Who are you getting to look after Nicky tomorrow, then? Jack Duckworth, Percy Sugden?
What are you on about?
Well, you've had Hilda Rogden. You had that Mrs. What's-her-name Clayton today here. You'd have anybody who offered, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. What's the matter with you, Brian?
I just think that when the kid's poorly...
He's not poorly. He was. He's not now. I don't want to row, Brian. I'm too tired.
If Nicky needs looking after, then that's his mother's job.
And it's not his father's job, I tell you.
I have to work.
Yes, and so do I. I work damned hard.
I know you do. But that's not the flaming point, Gail. Look, let's face it. Some things are a mother's job. And when Nicky needs looking after, then you should be with him at home.
At home? What home? This is your mother's home, Brian. I haven't got a home. I wish to God I had.
And the soap hour continues in just a moment on Plus with a shock revelation from the Sugdens in Emmerdale.